Hello everybody. In the second chapter of this course, we are going to cover sustainable buildings topic. There will be several subtopics which cover the essentials of the concept of sustainable building will be introduced under this title. Let's start with a general idea of how buildings are related to resource use and their impacts on the environment. Buildings are material hungry, and their requirement currently represents one of the greatest resource use challenges globally. For example, in Europe, more than it is around 30 and 50%. The numbers are having a kind of different variations from literature, from publication to publication, but it is around 30 up to 50% of total material use that goes to housing. It includes materials of iron, aluminum, copper, clay, sand, gravel, limestone, wood, and building stone. Virgin materials, for example, 65% of total aggregates in the world, which is also 45% of the total materials by weight. It is also more than 700 million tons, have the highest share among them in Europe. The construction sector also uses 20% of total metals. This consumption is not only limited to materials, but also requires a substantial amount of energy and water. Around 40% of the world's primary energy is used in buildings during construction operations and maintenance. United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, for example, estimates water use in buildings as up to 25% of water available globally and 39% in Europe. The construction sector has been experiencing an industrial-wide material scarcity, along with dramatic price increases and labor shortages. For example, the price of construction materials jumped nearly 20% in 2021, and it continues to escalate, reaching a 40 years high based on materials cost indexes. So the prices at the moment, they are extremely high. It is the highest in last 40 years. We have been also experiencing more demand in high-rise buildings in parallel to increasing needs for office spaces. Recent investigations also addresses that the housing market is about to undergo a significant change, which is driven by dramatically different demographic trends and immigration trends. Construction activities can be harmful to the environment in many ways. For example, the construction sector contributes to 25% up to 40% of the world's carbon emissions. It creates air and water pollution by releasing harmful chemicals used during construction and building operations. It produces inorganic and organic waste in large quantities, which are ending up in the landfills. It uses fossil fuels and consequently produces greenhouse gases. Also, I'd like to remind that the sector is an energy-hungry sector, and it is likely that it can destroy wildlife and habitats by clearing vegetation and excavation activities during the construction process.